Hey, so I wanted to talk about how people be saying they make a lot of money, and I don't believe it because there is no money. One, there is no money. Number two, all money is debt. Number three, why the fuck you trying to make money when there is no money? And it's just debt. Like, that's why you can check the US debt clock and our money, aka rising, is because the debt thing is rising, and every transaction you do is circulating more debt, not more money. And so what we think is money is just the Federal Reserve promissory note. Read the piece of paper. Read it before you put it in your bank account. That is where original money comes from. Now money is just numbers on like a card, on like a computer screen, on like a phone screen. But if you read the actual cash notes, it will say Federal Promissory Note. It'll say that this is just a promise to pay. That's what promissory note means. And it used to be like exchange note for gold and silver, be like redeemable at any Federal Reserve Bank or the US Treasury. Nowadays they changed it into just being like a promise to pay, and the US went into bankruptcy in 1933 because it ended up giving out way too many of these fake ass money notes, because people would give their gold and silver, then get out the money, and then it ended up being like 1 out of 10 people would come back to redeem it. And somehow the Federal Reserve just saw, oh, more people like this piece of paper than they like gold and silver. Okay, let's just throw it all out into circulation. And now we just have a lot of debt money that can never be regulated, because, there's a certain amount of gold and silver that someone can have. But now there's an infinite amount of paper that people can produce. But there's an even more infinite amount of computer numbers that people can type in to a fucking computer. Infinite. And that's why the more money people have, the more the value can go down, because it'll be easier to get. And so, yeah, it's not really good to make it easy for people to get money. But there is a minimum. The government can track the minimum amount someone can make, minimum wage, but they cannot track the maximum amount that somebody can make, because they want people to keep on making money for them. As well, we can get into the Social Security trust thing, which is that your Social Security number is hiding a lot of assets that can be converted into money, but nobody can know how much it is. But you're the beneficiary of your social, so you should use it to like pay bills and stuff, especially if any bill has your Social Security number, aka like credit people and stuff. But the point is, people will say that they have a business and they make a lot of money and they're helping a lot of people. I don't believe that shit no more, especially because in my own life, I just see that it's fake. Like, schools be saying that shit. I'm educating the children. Y'all fake. Oh, let's take a group picture and everybody fake smiles, being fake. And I would see working people would show up, don't have money to even buy food at McDonald's, don't have money to even buy a piece of chicken, buy ice cream for $1. Nobody got money. And it's sad. It's very sad. I'm trying through 3 cards, still ain't got the money on the card. People pull up trying to buy like soaps, lotions, just something to smell nice, something to feel good. Can't even afford it. Be like, I like it, but it's just so expensive. Like, really? $50, $100. What is this? And it would make sense to say everything is already prepaid, because it should be. Like, at the rate we're going in this world, most people make less than $30,000 a year, and most people cannot save up money. So how are they going to put money back into a business? Like, I never go to the mall. I know a large majority of people, they don't hang out at the malls, and they don't hang out at flea markets, and they don't hang out at anywhere that's like good for small businesses, like going out to restaurants. People don't be doing that. And in my time, it was always a privilege to go to a restaurant. You only go to restaurants if it's your birthday, because that's just what y'all do. You go out to eat and you're done. It's weird. Like, I don't know how these other people be getting money, but I really think it's because they know the law and they know that the US is obligated to pay every debt. And so I think when somebody does have money, it's not because they have their own business, it's not because they're working hard, it's just because they're going into their trust fund with their social. They're sending like a 1099-A form to the US Treasury, to the IRS, and they're getting their money. Because there's no way that people are going to make $1 million. And they be like, well, save up. And it's like, y'all know you can't save because, well, what if your tooth hurt? What if your foot hurt? What if you get into an accident? What if somebody else get into an accident? What if you want to help out your family? What if they need help? What if your friend needs help? Like, there are so many ways that we are connected with other people, and people have to like help us and give us some money to help us out. Like for me, tooth hurt. I had a tooth infection. That shit costed like $6,000 to get corrected. Yeah, like 6,000, and that was cheap. But I also got a little filling, little cleaning, doctor visits, whatever. But the point is, surprises like that happen. And what else could be a surprise? Oh, random debt, like magically owing the IRS $6,000. How the fuck does that even happen? It happens. It very well happens. Randomly owing your job $900. Yes, that happens. Randomly not getting paid for 2 months. Yeah, that happens. And the thing is, when people don't have money at the bottom, the people at the top can't make money because the people at the bottom don't have money. So that's why I'm just like, how are you guys really making money? Because most people are poor, and I don't give a fuck. Like, numbers can be manipulated. Like, people can buy followers, people can buy views, people can change up the numbers to make it look like they have a lot of views when they really don't. And so a lot of people, you never know, they can be in fact faking. They can be faking, because we know who's wearing makeup like that, who's buying clothes like that, who's buying purses like that, and who's actually using this shit. Like, some people are encouraged, right, on our YouTubes. We have to have closets of clothes, closets of shoes, closets of purses, $1 billion organizers for the bathroom, laundry room, kitchen. Who is spending money like that? Only one person. Like, most people, they follow rich people not because they're gonna buy what they have. They're following them because they're going to feel rich by watching the video, even though they don't have any money and they don't plan to spend any money. It's just to get that feeling. And so I don't think there's a lot of money in it. I don't think so. I do not, especially when you think a lot of people are still poor and they still know how to budget, and they're still like, you know what, I'm not gonna buy this. That's fucking $300. I will never buy that. And if they do, that's one person once out of the year. Because people are not spending upwards $1,000 on anything. And if they are, again, these people must be the ones who know the laws. Because I know they ain't spending up their own money. They have to be spending up money in their trust, in their social security account. That's honestly my idea, because Like, you can't be working a fucking job and expecting to pay your fucking bills. No, you can't. And you can't think, oh, well, I networked, y'all. All I did was network and I sold some fucking necklaces. Necklaces, bitch. Really, 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 that's your contribution to our society? You sold some damn necklaces. And now you have enough money to pay your rent in your house. And y'all, it cannot be true. And then just because somebody has some little numbers being like 50,000, 100,000, manipulation. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. But it's manipulation. Like, y'all can go into a computer, buy up followers, like, there are monthly subscription things where you can, like, create followers to interact with your page every month, comment every month. Or you can, or you can just buy them and work with, like, actual TikTok, actual YouTube into manipulating numbers. Or you can, like, promote your page, right? And then, you promoted it, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're getting genuine followers who are buying from you. Just like a song, like, y'all can play a song 100 times in a mall and be like, oh, you got a lot of plays, but nobody knows the artist. Nobody knows who actually was singing it. One hit wonder type thing. But that's one thing, and I just can't believe that people actually make money with their businesses. I can't. And I can't believe that's their only source of income, because I know, one, a lot of people are out here working, they're out here exhausted, they're not checking for no new businesses, they ain't checking for no fucking jewelry, they're not checking for even a doctor, right? Because I know when I had my tooth thing, I didn't know any dentist. I had no fucking dentist. I had to go on Google and keep researching and calling up random dental offices in order to find a damn dentist. And that shit was hard. That was hard, okay? Because I don't search like that. And then the people in my circle, they don't go to dentists either. And I'm like, y'all just be out here living on a prayer, never going to a dentist. That's what people do. So I don't care if you're a doctor. I don't care if you're selling clothes. I don't care if you're selling life insurance. I don't care if you're a lawyer. I don't care what your profession is. Odds are you're not really helping the people who need help, because the people who need help are going to avoid it because they don't have money to keep up shit. And that's the thing. Like, people get from life-saving care. They don't take care of themselves. They don't do nothing that they should be doing because they don't have money. And there's a whole YouTube channel called Invisible People, and it's just homeless people who talk about their lives and talk about, what they struggled with, what they go through, how did they get homeless at times. They talk about that, and it's insightful for people who just think that everything is peaches and whatever, because it's not, and people do be struggling. And I don't believe in these businesses acting like they're making a lot of sales when it's like, no, not really. I don't believe that. And so that's all I gotta say. I don't think people are watching movies like that. I don't think people are watching TV like that. And I don't think people are supporting no businesses like that. And the only way, if you do, is to start giving your fucking debt back to the fucking US Treasury, because that's their obligation to pay. And that's really it. And that's why it makes sense to me, because people ain't got money, and they will tell you I ain't got money. And that's true, because money don't fucking exist. It's all debt, and the government has to pay it for you. And that's the only way we're going to find any semblance of financial freedom. So that's all I gotta say. I don't think that we need to work to make more money, especially when we have the code saying that money is the obligation of the U.S. government. The U.S., okay, United States Corporation. So that's why I think it makes sense. And